Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Yahweh be the true name for Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai be the name for His only begotten Son, who the Word ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. We give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth and will well. And salutations to hopefully pushing this truth on sincerity. We a couple brothers out of GMS Kansas City camp, Brother Yavasab.
Khan. Brother Taziyah Ben Yamyan, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Brakatham to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom.
Khan. Just doing kind of like a quick, impromptu lesson through the Spirit. Me and myself pretty vexed, going through a lot. This is the time of mental tribulation and trials. Brother's gonna go through a lot of things, and it's truth that it's not easy, man. But no matter what, the only thing we really got for real that's saving us is Yahweh Shai. And how do we obtain that type of grace and that type of mercy is by serving Him. So you just got to continue to push on in this truth and continue to move forward. Going through some heart problems, so it's difficult to manage with that. But I still, through the grace and power of Yahweh Shai, made it to camp. To preach. But ultimately, that's what it's all about. Just endurance and continue to push through no matter what.
Because in this walk, it's going to be, just being honest, you're going to have life or death situations in this walk, man. Whether it be random, quote unquote, freak accidents, whether it be ailments, things is going to, affect you to where, you feel like you may give up the ghost, or in life itself becomes harder on a every day-to-day basis, man. But through our testimonies that we put out, and even testimonies that we don't put out, these are the things that strengthen us to become better men of the Lord. Because if Paul wasn't going through all those shipwrecks, he wouldn't have, not just shipwrecks, but going through all those tribulations to preach the church, he wouldn't have been on such a level as he was. And guess what? Yahweh Shai was personally dealing with Paul.
God.
So what does that mean? Yahweh Shai ordained Paul to go through everything he went through, man. Basically, hey, Paul was one to go actually been up to the spirit world. He was getting fucked up so bad, man.
God.
But as I got in this scripture in Job, hey, everything was allowed, but to kill Job, man. And that's how we gotta view ourselves, man. Cause we just got out of camp. This a little, post camp video, but we was bringing out a camp about being spiritual punching bags. Now you may be a new person in your troop, man. Why would I want to sign up for that? Well, because the glory that comes with it, the wisdom that comes with it, the experience that comes with it, man. We would rather go through the bullshit. That way we can teach you brothers and sisters on how to avoid these things.
That's right, man. That's right. And when you think about that, too, being spiritual punching bags, remember who was the ultimate? That was Yahweh Shai. He got tortured to death. Before he got tortured to death, he got shamed, he got ridiculed, spat on, talked down upon, accused falsely by everybody. So he said that, we were going to be going through the same thing. So this is why, if you, at some points in the truth, it's not like that 24/7. You're going to hit a point to where it's like every single thing could go wrong is going wrong. And the things that do go wrong, your average person in the world would die over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they'll be gone.
They'll be gone. But we got to go through these things. Why? Because Yahweh Shai, he teaches us, sometimes the best way to be taught is not just by words and saying it's going to happen to you. You're going to make it happen to you. They're going to make you go through it. So yeah, you're going to be persecuted. That's going to happen. It's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have a lot of fuck shit might happen in your life to lead up to the day when you are persecuted. So when that day comes, you're able to mentally withstand that level of hatred.
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to be something that's going to be so extremely stressful to the point to where if it was just thrown at you to go through it when you first get into the truth, you probably wouldn't be able to deal with the persecution.
Yeah.
So you got to go through a lot of bullshit in your life leading up until that day when they want to come hem us up.
Yeah, I was just having that talk with a brother this week because, us in our walk, we may not be seeing the levels of growth that we do because, we just learning as we go. But I was telling the brother, he was dealing with a situation which he handled pretty well. Basically had some situation going on with his car, but he had that easygoing mentality, like, it really ain't that big of a deal. I said, bro, that's really progress, because if this was 6 months ago, you would have been overly vexed. You'd have been all down, but I could see that your spirit is still intact. So, as you say, just not people in the world, but you yourself in the truth years ago.
Right.
If you would have had the trials you're dealing with now, a year, your first year in the truth, you would have left.
Right. You would have fell out.
Your faith wasn't built up.
Would he quit? Like, what? I gotta go through this again?
Yeah.
The Lord ain't dealing with me right now, So there's levels to it, man. That's why you gotta count it all joy when these things happen, because you're getting stronger. I mean, we're supposed to be the future rulers and kings, so we gotta be able to be built up to handle all these types of situations to judge and rule on. Okay, so
Yeah, scripture, right?
Go ahead, bro.
This is Job chapter 2, verse 1. It said, again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Shai, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will be give for his life. But put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face.
God. And when you read these accounts, man, of what happened to Job, I mean, even just now doing this lesson, coming to realization of why shit is happening to me personally, it's just edifying now. It's like it all makes sense. It all makes sense, We got to go through the tribulation of Yahweh Shai and Job. I mean, it may not be on the same exact severity level as far as us getting tortured to death on our crucifixion, or going what Job went through and scraping boils with all and everybody in your family dying. Yeah, you might not go through that level of extreme, but you're going to get pieces of it here and there.
Yeah.
You're going to experience losses. You're going to lose family members. You're going to get divorced, lose children, lose your money. Some of you might lose your homes, your vehicles, your health. All these things, man. And you're going to be attacked on people that you really love the most in your inner circle, your immediate circle. You're going to be attacked. Even in the truth.
Right.
Even in the truth, you might have a brother that get a spirit on him like Judas. So all of these is to teach you, man. It's to teach you to have the clear understanding of the appreciation of Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. But go ahead, Slacky, bro.
No, you good. This is Job chapter 2, verses 3. And the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man? You got to ask yourself, man, why would the Lord let a perfect and upright man be fucked up like that?
Right.
Because the Lord knew what he was made of.
That's right, bro.
Sometimes we be asking the Lord ourselves, because when it comes to doing the right things, Yahweh by Shem Shai, especially in the Kansas City area, it ain't a lot of brothers doing it like us, man. We just being real. Like, not to toot our own horn or make ourselves look, more than what we are, but we trying to be upright to the best of our ability, and not a lot of people are doing that. But guess what? Us trying to be those perfect and upright men, we get fucked up more than regular niggas, man. And like I said, it ain't nothing to boast in, but it's an indicator that the Lord is dealing with us. It's saying, the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth? And I remember a brother in LA, the brother Michael Allen in LA, he said, hast thou considered my servant? And then he left it blank. And he said, you got to put your name in that, man. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's Satan. It's Satan the one's doing the action, but just as it was a counsel in the heavens for Job, it was a counsel in the heavens for you, man. The Lord cares about his elect. And he be saying, okay, how can I level this brother up? And the Lord says, Satan, all right, I want you to do this, this, and that. God. And then there it go. But us, we get in our reactive mode, like, man, Satan did this, Satan did that. But sometimes we got to sit back and be like, hey, the Lord told Satan to do this. Mm-hmm. The Lord is bringing this upon me. So it said, Job 2 verse 3, and the Lord Yahweh Shah said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast in integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man had will he give for his life. But put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face.
That's right. Hey, so the reason why, you see, Satan knows your mental things that you love.
Yeah,
and
how to get to you.
He know how to get to you. So the things, he was very strategic on what he attacked with Job with. Okay, so Job obviously had appreciation for his health. Okay. He had appreciation for his finances,
substance,
and his substance, mm-hmm. and his family, and his his marriage. Mm-hmm. So those things in your personal life is going to be touched. The things that you hold dear the most. Why? Because Satan is basically telling Yahweh Shah, he's making that wager. He's like, hey, look, I bet you he's gonna fall out if I take this from him. I bet you're gonna fall out. Watch.
Yeah.
But what you got to do is maintain your integrity. You might take some L's, you might lose something, but what happened with Job at the end of the story? He gained it back, man. And Yahweh Shai already told us that tribulations like this would happen to us, and what ended up happening is he said within the scriptures, you shall gain everything back tenfold.
Tenfold.
So you got to remember that, man.
Yeah. It says, Job 2 verse 5, put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord Yahweh by Shemiah Shah said, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. That's a very important point of this lesson, man. And Lord willing, we be those men. The Lord is going to drag us through the fire. But let's say this: if we do have to pass away, it'll be for a noble cause.
Right.
We ain't just gonna die because Lord. Once again, Lord willing, we ain't gonna die just because we got caught up in some nigga shit, man. We ain't gonna die because our fucking bitch left us, man. We ain't gonna die because we got in a fucking car crash. We ain't gonna die because we lost our job, man. If we do die, it's because we stood firmly for what we believe in.
That's right.
How about Shemiah Shah, man? And that's what we got to keep in perspective. Because I was just telling this brother earlier at camp, I said it ain't gonna kill you, brother.
God.
And that is sometimes you got to hear that, because sometimes you feel like things is gonna take you there. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie,
God.
Shit. Hey, the world take you there, man.
Right.
Sometimes and just being real. Sometimes you be feel like you want off yourself, man. Mm-hmm. Job prayed that. He said, I wish that my mother's womb was the grave, man. Which means he wished he never was born.
Right.
But guess what, man? No matter what it's gonna take, as long as we beat on man, hey, he saved his life. Let's read it. Job 2 verse 6. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So Satan went from the presence of the Lord and smote Job instantly. As soon as he got the green light to get on Job, he instantly went down there, man. He didn't take a day or two. He went ahead and got to work. Said, the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took upon him a potsherd to scrape himself withal. And he sat down amongst the ashes. Then said his wife, Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaking. What, shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did Job not sin with his lips.
Hey, that's you gotta watch that too. That background, that back ear, that's that wicked woman. That wicked woman, hey, in the ear. Hey, that today, that translates to, nigga, you ain't shit. You're not a man of the Lord. You know, the Lord is with me. I don't need you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what that modern language is today. You know, them leaving. You know, she's bouncing like, hey, I ain't finna stay with you.
Yeah.
You in the truth. You put your brothers first.
Yeah.
You know, your brothers in this. Your preaching comes before me.
Supposed to be.
Right. That's right.
Supposed to be.
Yep.
But you notice that, hey man, it's a whole 42 books of Job, man, and he catches a whole list of afflictions after that. But after the first trial, the woman turned.
Yep.
She didn't stick with him through X, Y, and Z. After the boils was just number one, and she bounced, man. Which proves, as I was saying in the lesson this week, actually, these women ain't made for adversity. When true adversity gets put upon the women, they crumble, bro. They fold. They either gonna go look for another nigga with a more comfortable life, or they gonna try to get you to curse the Most High and die, man.
That's right. That's right. They want to try to get you to go against what you stand for and your orders as a man and this truth. And really, they don't want you to go out the highways and hedges no more.
Yeah.
They would be extremely happy if you cursed out all the brothers and left, to go be part of the world and joined a bunch of worldly shit and started a clothing business or some shit.
Yeah.
You'll have a successful marriage then.
Yeah, support her eyelash business.
Right.
Eyebrow break, whatever they do.
Yep. All that shit, man. But,
yeah.
Hey, just maintain your integrity, man. That's what it's all about. You just got to go through keeping that integrity. Okay? So, and also it's encouraging because, yeah, it sucks going through the hell and catching it. But it's encouraging, like, damn, I really might be one of those men. It really could be a chance.
Yeah.
Because those people in the world, they don't go through all that shit, man. Not at one time.
Yeah.
That lines up to what Job and everybody's going through. Okay? Got a precept as well. This is the book of John 15. I'll start verse 17. These things I command you, that ye love one another. So like this brother's over here lifting up me as well. Let's love one another. So no matter what tribulation, continue to use the body, lean on the body, let them know what's going on with you. Hey bro, I need some mental support. Could you come through? Something happened to a brother, drop what you're doing, go see that brother, man.
Yeah.
That brother goes to the hospital, you drop what you're doing, you go see him.
Yep.
Because guess what? Your woman wouldn't do it.
Nope.
I can tell you from experience, me going through what I went through. Hey, at that moment, the demon I was dealing with, she said, fuck you, literally. But as soon as I let the brothers know what was happening with me, it was nothing but support.
Yeah.
Nothing but love. Okay? This verse 18 says, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Right? So this is just a reminder. You know, when you are going through that level of hatred from everybody on every side, it will be eventually, it will be everybody from every side, man. You know, now it may not be the case for every brother though, you know, because in some cases the scriptures talk about how you and your household shall be saved. Some brothers might got, you know, decent people in their household.
Yeah.
That's going to get delivered. It may be the brother's kids. You know, they get delivered up with them. But the world, that includes anybody that's accepting the ways outside of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All these Christians, the pagans, okay? The niggas,
Yeah.
your family, they're going to hate you big time. It says, verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Yeah.
So that's a part of the tribulation package.
The package, yeah.
Okay.
What you signed up for.
Yep. When you sign up for the truth, you say you can call upon the name Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah.
You gotta have to agree to the fine print. There's a tribulation package.
And we tell brothers that too.
Yep.
Before you really cross over to the line, you know, because we usually bring brothers in during the Passover. So before even Passover, we tell you, you know, hey, count the costs. You gonna catch some shit in this truth.
That's right.
And you may think, you know, you young, like, man, yeah, I'm down.
Right.
Because you got that zeal. You want to do what's right for the Lord. Then when it come upon you, like, oh shit, this is what they was talking about.
Right.
But hey, you got to keep that spirit when you first was in it. Say, I'm down.
That's right.
Because it's the straight gate and it's the right thing to do.
That's right. Because the motivation for that is to know, hey, I'm still gonna win a prize at the end of this.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna preserve my life.
Yep.
This is what's gonna give me the kingdom. Damn, the tribulation package and turned on, kicked in. But the Lord don't put more on you than you're unable though. So there's waves to it. It'll eventually, you know, the hell, it'll subside. You'll have a whole lot of increased substance. You'll be feeling good, loving the brothers. Hey, everything's going good.
Yeah.
You'll build up, and then it will bring you back down to where you, hey, stay in your place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll build back up again. Stay in your place.
Yeah.
That's how it is, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we don't want to get too caught up in the blessings.
That's right.
Because it is a flip side of the coin. We was going at it in camp earlier today. But it is a flip side to the coin. Because if we got all of our women in order, all of our finances right, and we got nice cars, hey, we might not be on fire like we is.
Right. Some people be like, well, you're too happy. You're not thinking about the kingdom because you're already in your kingdom. That's the life of what's going on in some of these other camps, like IUIC. They don't really truly care about being delivered.
Yeah.
They don't understand hell. Them niggas is living it up. They got multiple wives, some of them.
Yeah.
Well, now they teach the whole one wife thing, so I don't even know about that anymore. But they got the marriages, they got the houses, they got a whole lot of businesses and shit. You got some of the best artwork and shit seen out of that camp.
Yeah.
You know, real professional stuff set up, everything's lined up. School, everything. They happy. They living in the kingdom.
Yeah.
That's why they used to teach at one point. They said they're gonna build the kingdom here in America.
Yeah. I remember that.
You know,
right?
That right there goes to show, hey, you don't want that type of spirit because that's a trap.
Yeah.
Eventually, what did it say? Those eating, drinking, and giving in marriage, what's gonna happen in that time? Boom! All of a sudden, destruction gonna come.
Yeah, kind. And you know what? We just gonna throw this out there, man. The more hell you catch, the more on fire you should be, man.
God.
Let's just be real, man. Cause when you going through it, sometimes the only thing that is can remedy that is hopping in the spirit, man. You watching more videos, you trying to get more answers from the Lord, and you putting out your own lessons. You know what I'm saying? Certain situations, because you know, as we said, it's a testimony. You know. But only men can testify. But guess what? Only true men can deal with this adversity and actually recycle it to be positive energy, man. You know? Because us being the prophets, you know, we smile at camp because that's really the happiest time in the week. But the 6 days in between, it'd be a lot of negative energy around us, man. A lot of shit be trying to break our spirit, man. But wait, you gotta recycle it to edify, to build. So other brothers, when they in those periods of negativity, being down, catching hell, they get inspired to be on more on fire, man. Hey, fuck what I got going on. Being honest, man. Hey, fuck what I got going on, brother. As long as these lands can get edified and learn something off these videos, that's all I care about. But Salaki.
God, that's right, bro. Oh, you're on point. You're on point. There's another precept, James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Mm-hmm.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahweh hath promised to them that love him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it's all about, man. You know, you're considered blessed when you endure it. Don't let it kick you out. Don't let it fall you out the truth, no matter what. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The point, you know, you got to be in the mentality, like, Lord, you got to kill me. You know, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to just eventually tell Satan, all right, let him alone, because otherwise this is gonna kill him.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna have to say, be in that spirit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop believing. I'm not gonna stop doing lessons. I'm not gonna stop showing up to camp.
Yep.
I'm not gonna stop having faith, no matter what. So there's no point for you to continue to allow them to touch me like this.
Yeah. Yeah, kind.
You know?
Because being honest, bro, sometimes we got to even remember, like, our past battles.
God.
I ain't gonna lie. Just speaking on this, brother, not to put all his business out, but he was about to be in the spirit world, man.
God. Yeah.
During the whole 2020 shit. He caught it bad.
Right. Yeah, I was breathing, bro.
The brother caught it bad, man.
Yeah.
He almost ended up in the spirit world, bro.
God. Yep. Yeah, that was rough, man. That was like,
Yeah.
damn, not breathing, fading in and out, literally.
Yeah. And then dealing with wickedness in your household on top of that.
God, bro.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we was made for this. Can you find a scripture out where say Yahushua was tempted above all?
Okay.
Just let me know when I pull it. Because as we say, you know, Yahushua is called the author and finisher of our faith, man. Nobody had more faith than that man. He's the ultimate example. That's why we always gotta see ourselves in that man's shoes, man. Whether it be physical ailments, you know, stressed out. Well, guess what? You ever been so stressed out that you started sweating blood?
Right. God.
That's what Yahushua was on, man.
That's how severe it was.
That's how severe it was.
I ain't never seen that happen to anybody physically on earth, that there was enough shit going on in their life to where they just started the sweat turning to blood.
Yeah.
And that's because the Yahushua had the ability to see all the future, and he was seeing the horrors he was about to go through, seeing it in the vision.
Yeah. And seeing what his people's gonna go through.
Yep. So he's like, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So compare your ailment to that. Compare your mental battles to that, man. Because we all got mental battles. But Yahushua had to carry the weight of a whole nation. And guess what? He died for members of his own nation that hate him, man.
That's right.
How fucked up is that? Obviously, we know that only the elect is going to get the salvation, but all Israel is going to be saved off that man's sacrifice. So how fucked up is that, man? You gotta die for niggas that hate you.
That's right.
You got it.
God, as Hebrews 2, then you start at 18, I believe.
Okay, God. This is a second. This is Hebrews chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil, and deliver them through fear of death, where all their lifetime subject to bondage. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham, which means Yahushua was in the flesh, man. So guess what? The flesh gonna have responses to stress.
That's right.
The flesh is gonna have responses of pressure on them. As we were saying, sweat and blood. You know what I'm saying? Praying constantly. You know, it don't really say, but he may have physical ailments because he's in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You get those, those tightness in your back, tightness in your neck. You know what I'm saying? Headaches all the time. Hey man, you ain't had more headaches than Yahushua. He was dealing with niggas constantly, man.
Right.
And he knew their thoughts. How frustrating is that, man? Cause you have Jake that would try to come up in a oh my Lord, but he knew these niggas was off, man. Right, so Yahushua lived with headaches, man. He said he was a man acquainted with sorrows, brother.
God. That's why he was completely grayed out. You read the scripture of him. It said his hair was white like the wool. Yeah. You get gray hair from stress, basically. Mm-hmm. And it's some of his genetics too. But the point is, he was going through a severe level of stress to be completely all gray, at his age when he passed in the flesh.
Mm-hmm. Can you look for again? Just type in tempted before all. But this is a good one too. God. Or tempted above all. God. This is Hebrews chapter 2 verse 14 again. It says, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also likewise took part of the same, through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil, and delivered him who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, which was in the flesh, man, which was dealing with the same things that we had to deal with, man. Yahushua was tempted above all, man. You know what I'm saying? So he had those periods of weakness. He had those periods of being frustrated all the time. People abandoning him. Members of his own family abandoned him, man. How you think that felt? Here he is, the savior of all Israel, but yo fucking, well, don't say if he was older or younger, but your fucking brother just don't believe. He like, man, nigga, whatever. Right. That'll piss me off. It say that he might be merciful and faithful high priest in all things pertaining to the Most High, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. You see, he was suffered being tempted so he can help us in our temptations. Yahushua dealt with women. Why? Because he was Solomon. He dealt with wicked women. He dealt with unbelievers. He dealt with doing the work even though you're being attacked by Satan, man. So he can help us. You got it up.
God, thank you.
Can I search real quick?
Yeah. It's coming up 1 Corinthians 10.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what you're looking for. Because the bro's pulling out the precept.
Well, yeah, let's just get that because he keep pulling it up. Right. Spirit must want it to come out, man. Because it ain't showing the one I'm looking for. But hey, let's get it.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
Yeah, because that go with that Job. We were saying when he say don't kill him. Yeah, Salaki. If I didn't find the scripture, but we gonna switch over because the Spirit want this to come out, man. But it says. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11 says, now all things happen unto them for examples. Going into, our forefathers, man. Now all things happen unto them for examples and were written for admonition upon whom the ends of the world are come. Or that's going to you wicked niggas, man. But it said, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. There had no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be also to bear it. You got it, huh?
Come on. So you got to be able to recognize that the Lord will make a way to escape, regardless of what how bad that temptation seems to be. There's going to be a way out. There's going to be a peace again. Okay, and ultimately, if you're going to get a permanent way out, is when Yahweh Shai gets back to deliver us. We still got to serve our sentence right now. We're still in hell. We're still in the flesh. None of us are without sin. None of us are innocent. We all fucked up in this life and the past lives. That's what we're asking. Keep kicked back down here again. We go to the spirit world. We come back, serve your sentence. But what you're doing while you're serving your sentence is what matters, man. That's what Yahweh Shai got his eyes on. Are you seeking to serve him? Are you going to take it on the chin and seek to serve him, or are you just going to, bow down and worship Satan? Because when you make the mental decision to bow down and worship Satan, that's the decision to not be in the truth. That's the decision to go back to the pagan world practices. To say, I'm not going out to camp no more.
Yeah. Let me get a Christmas tree, brother.
Right. So, and once you make that decision, yeah, you will get a lot of money. You will get a nice car, a nice job.
Yeah.
Why? Because Satan said, what to Yahweh Shai? I will give you all these things if you just bow down and worship me.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's going to be a quote-unquote good life.
Yeah.
But what you don't know is the catch to that blood contract. You see, when you sell your soul like that, there's a catch. At the end of that contract, you got to be ready to pay the tithe, man.
Yeah.
You're going to die a very, very grievous death. See, the things that happen to us when it comes time for our tribulation package, it's something that don't kill us. But when you take the blood oath to Shaitan,
it's guaranteed.
It's a guarantee, and your judgment is going to be worse than the shit we go through. It's going to be something horrific going to happen to you. You might fall off a fucking building.
Yeah.
You might get burned to death inside of a car in an accident. Your children may be horrifically slaughtered in front of you. I mean, things like that is the consequence for you taking the other side.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the biggest one is them missiles, man. They're going to touch you. Jacob's trouble is going to touch you.
Yeah.
You're going to suffer and torture all the way through Jacob's trouble. The Lord might keep you alive to survive all that horrors, just so you can get burned alive too at the end of it.
Right.
It's a bad way to go, man. It ain't worth it.
Right. As you was speaking, because that's beautiful, man. Because on the left side, Jake will sell their soul to Satan so they can live a luxurious lifestyle, get certain things that they desire and lust for. But at the end of the day, it's guaranteed death.
Right.
Not to go too deep, but on the right side, we sold our soul to Yahweh Bashem Al Shai.
Right.
But guess what? Guess what came to that? It came with a life of suffering. It came with a life of hell to catch. But the end is what's most important. The end is that, we get that everlasting life.
It's eternity.
Jake, they don't have no problem with selling their soul to the devil, because what they say, I'm gonna die anyway.
Right. Yep.
But they don't consider the thermonuclear fire.
Right.
They don't consider that, waking up to shame and everlasting contempt in the kingdom of heaven. They say, nigga, I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well, sell my soul and,
right.
let them kill my auntie, or let them go up my ass so I can get this 500 million.
Right. And selling your soul too. That's on a lower level. It's not even. You don't even got to do that. That's considered selling your soul. Yeah. When you're choosing consciously to ignore the truth, you sold your soul. You made a pact spiritually with Satan. When you refuse the truth or you fall out the truth, you sold your soul to Satan. So, yeah, you can live it up, but the consequences are horrific. Hey, the Lord can be so cold with it, He might kill you on this side before the missiles come, make you be reincarnated, bring you back as a baby to go through the horrors of Jacob's trouble as an infant, and then burn you up
Yeah.
Okay.
Make you feel all that.
That's the power of the Lord. So it's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
It's worth going through the hell right now, catching your hell temporarily right now by being in the truth. Catch all the afflictions now, and then reap the reward eternally.
Yep. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils. Going to their life.
Yep.
Say the things that the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
So you can't drink the cup of the world, which is the cup of devils. The devil is what? In the world seeking to and fro. That's what he told you. That's what he told you how.
Yeah,
Where you been
walking
at?
to and fro.
I was walking to and fro in the world. So you go into the world.
Satan house.
It's Satan house. You can't do that and dabble in the truth. Nope. You got to pick one or the other, man.
1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 21. Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? It means no, man. We can't just as we say, when we sold our soul to Yahushua, we signed up for a life of suffering. So you can't really call yourself an Israelite and just have a perfect, American dream life. And a lot of jakes will sell you on that false message, like that's what it is, man. And that's not true. Because if the apostles and elders say they've been catching hell, the men above us say they've been catching hell, our camp leaders say he been catching hell.
Right.
What you think gonna happen to you, man?
Right. You ain't
If
gonna
we in
catch
the
it.
right spirit, what you want everything to be all right?
Right.
It's not. As we said at camp, man, we trying to be in Ezekiel 9:4 spirit, sighing and crying for the abominations thereof. Now it's shitty because it affects our health, it affects our mental health. But hey, it as we said earlier in the lesson, it further gives us confidence that we at the table of the Lord, man.
God.
Anything to close out?
God. Hey, that's pretty much it on that, man. Lord's will is less is edifying. Hey, to you, Akim and Akwath tuning in. Hey, just hang in there, man. Just hang in there and ride the storm till it calms. And when it's calm, you're gonna see that bow at the end of it, man.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, taught us truth and will well. And sight takes you, hopefully that person is truth, honesty, sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, Bible ball.
Bible ball.